Bruins and the Sabres getting underway right now. Buffalo already just underway. Got a penalty to start off. Right off the bat, got a penalty to start off. So the Bruins have a power play right off the bat. This is taking place at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. The Sabres have been on a ridiculous tear. A ridiculous tear. They fired their GM, Kevin Adams. And since then, they've been on not just a little bit of a tear, or you see them getting a little bit better. They're on a monster tear, and their 15 years of not making the playoffs will be over. Buffalo on a breakaway. Shorthander. Saved. Almost a shorty. Almost a shorty. Almost a shorty. Boston's got a minute 20 left in this power play. Me being a Lightning fan, I am going for Boston, which is extremely rare. Extremely rare. Extremely rare that I'm going for Boston, but I have to go for Boston because Sabres won the Lightning won yesterday. Did that come down already, Stella? How'd that happen? I got to fix something for her. 52 seconds underway. Gunner, OG, cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the basement. Bear with me, Gunner. Gunner, the Sabres pulled a penalty right off the bat like the Lightning did last night. But they're playing better on it than the Bruins are right now, so let's see what happens. 1 second. Still setting up. I just got on, man. They're second in the NHL in shorthanded goals this year. Wow, the Sabres. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious, that is crazy. 1 second, I'm almost done. Why did this not pop up? All right, Gunnar, as I told you, I have to go for Boston tonight. Have to go for Boston. Buffalo again, breaking on. Watch out. Oh, almost a goal there. Almost a goal. All right, I'm back. All right, Gunner. Yes, let's go, Gunner. Brendan, welcome into the basement, Brendan. Yeah, go Rangers, but the Rangers are done. I have to go with my 1A, my Tampa Bay Lightning. I have to go with my 1A the rest of the way. Stella is her name. Mean, another cellar dweller accounted for. Mean's in the basement. Johnny and Stella. What's up, Mean? I will be flipping to the Yankees opening night occasionally as well, but I promised the guys I would do the Sabres and the Bruins for all the Buffalo fans that I have supported in this channel for years. And Bruin, the only Bruins fan in here. You guys have been with me a while. This is a big game. So I promised to do this, and I said the Yankees started at 1 o'clock today, which they did not. It's the Mets that start at 1 o'clock tomorrow, which I should be on for as well. OG cellar dweller, cricket ambassador, Manav in the basement. What's up, Manav? Buffalo pulling it back out. Oh, Gunner, too bad you couldn't be at this game. That was almost offsides on Buffalo. Four minutes into the game, we got your first shot of the game by Buffalo. Boston still has 0 shots. This could be a first-round matchup, by the way, guys. This could be a first-round matchup. Yup, Stella, yeah. This could be a first-round matchup. Something's wrong. What's going on with that, Manav? Oh, right off the post, man. Right off the crossbar. Oh, wow, man. Buffalo almost had a 1-0 lead. Oh, Manav, prayers up, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Manav. Oh, man, Manav, all the best to your family right now. It's a difficult time. Sorry, Manav. The Bruins right now have 86 points. They're way out. The Lightning are only 2 points behind the Sabres. I need the Bruins to win tonight. Yanks going to lose to San Fran. 2 balanced of a lineup. Hey, French, another dweller accounted for. Someone's got to lose game one, right? It's a long season. I'm going to check in on the game. I promised the guys I would do this game, and I committed to it, so I'm doing it. And yeah, they're like starting on Netflix. What all these apps, you got to search and find where games are. There's going to be games on apps that I don't have that I won't be doing. The Mets are on tomorrow at 1 o'clock against Pittsburgh. Freddie Peralta against Paul Skeens. We'll be doing that. I should be doing that game. I can't promise, but I should be doing that. It's a 1 o'clock start. Bruin, OG Cellar Dweller, hockey ambassador, basement bouncer, Bruin, and the only Bruins fan in the basement, along with me tonight. Tonight only for me. But Bruin is our long-standing Bruins fan, hence Bruin is his profile name. Buffalo has a 902 team goalie save percentage, which is third best tandem in the league, save percentage-wise. You're at work right now. Gunner, your eyes must be glued to the TV. I was like, watch you do this game, and Gunner and Bruin can't be here tonight. If you guys weren't in here tonight, I would have flipped over to the other. But I'm doing this, and for the Buffalo fans that have been here for a while. Yeah, the Knicks won last night. They've been getting a row of bad teams, man. Look at that. They're playing the Hornets next. They beat the Pelicans last night by like 5 points, 6 points, something like that. But we've been getting a row of cream puffs, man. So they did win. I flipped over to a couple of times. It was closer than it should have been, but hey, it's a win. Oh, we got a fight. Already got a fight. Chanot just pushed Timmons right on down to the ice. I didn't. They did. Cullen, first Aussie dweller accounted for. Cullen's in the basement. What's up, Cullen? How you doing, man? How's things? Okay, Mana. Well, I'm not a doctor, but that's pretty routine. They've done that before. You should be okay there, Manav. That sounds like a pretty routine procedure for them. So I wouldn't worry so much, Manav. That seems like it might be all right. It's not uncommon. That's the word I'm looking for. Prayers up regardless. Prayers up regardless to you, Manav. Hopefully for a great birth and another member of your family coming into the world. Come on, Boston. The one time I'm going for a Boston team, except when they play the Islanders, I go for them on those times as well. This would be a great first-round matchup. This could be a first-round matchup right here. You know, what's with all the Netflix and all these different apps doing the baseball games, man? It's really irritating, man. It's really irritating. Yeah, Boston pulling it. Yes, agreed with Mean. Angus, another cellar dweller and soccer ambassador in the playoffs, in the basement. What's going on, Angus? How you doing, man? What's happening? Always, Manav. We got you. Your basement family, man. Your basement family. Hey there, Manav. Angus, what's up? Lamario, another cellar dweller accounted for. Lamario in the basement. What's up, Lamario? Yeah, man. I'm not going for Buffalo tonight. I don't dislike Buffalo, but the Lightning won last night. I need the Lightning to catch you guys. So on April 6th, we'll have a big game in here again. April 6th is the next time they play. Let's see what happens. Tampa won. I mean, they were down 2-0 last night. They came back and won that game. That was huge. So we'll see. Good luck tonight, Bruin. I was looking forward to you guys. I was looking forward to doing this game for you guys, man. I really was. Looking forward to this. Manav, how you doing? Well, Cullen, this is rare. It might be on KO if you have one of the channels over there. It's the Buffalo Sabres versus the Boston Bruins. The Tampa Bay Lightning are 2 points behind the Buffalo Sabres. I need the Boston Bruins to win this game. I am not even close to a Boston fan, but I am today. So go for Boston then, Cullen. I'm going for Boston. We need Boston to win this game. That being said, I'm very happy for Gunnar and the Buffalo fans in here that have suffered through 15 years. And as a New York Jets fan, it's rough having a team be that bad for that long. So I'm happy for the fans in here of the Sabres and the long-standing guys of the basement. I'm happy for them in that regard. I just don't want them to win tonight. You guys have already made the playoffs. I'm pretty good here, Manav. Good. Cullen, okay, fight. Yep, that means hockey. You got it. You got it, Cullen. That's right. Go Boston, which you will never hear those words come out of my mouth very often. You okay, Stella? What happened here? Hold on, guys. See if we can fix this here for you. Hey, big Stella. Stella. Come here, baby. Woo! Look. She's too big for the chains that I just got her that toy. The chains that hang, they're so cheap, and she breaks those toys right off the chain. So you got to tie them up so she can keep going with them. They have it at 8:05. I'm going to be flipping back and forth. I promised the guys I would do this game tonight, and I thought the Yankees started at 1 o'clock. It was the Mets. I got them confused with the Mets. The Mets start at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1:15, I think. And I was going to do the Yankee game today, and then I was going to do the Sabres game tonight. So I promised it to the guys. You guys are loyal to this channel. You've been loyal to me for my being on a lot and disappearing at times for a little while, and you guys are still here. So we're doing the Sabres and the Bruins. It's a big game, and I promised I'd do it. That's why I'm doing this tonight, It's appreciation for the guys that have been with me for a long time. Providence Bruins are on. Really? It's interesting. 12:27 left in the first period. Buffalo has been ridiculous. They were a joke in December, another bad season it looked like coming up, and bam. They have been on a mission, sold their souls mission. This is crazy. And they're taking names, man. They are taking names. HBO's what? Bruin, you don't have TNT? This is on TNT. Are you kidding me? Bruin, I'm going for the Bruins by myself, which is very odd, man. It's very odd. Because honestly, if the Lightning weren't in it, I'd be going for the Sabres in the playoffs. So, but I'm going for Boston. Wow, are you kidding me? Why would they want the Rangers against the Leafs? What a horrible game to watch. Because there's nothing in that game except for draft position. Draft position. 11:18 left in the first period. It's going to be a tight one here, guys. I can't believe that, man. Why would HBO not switch up? They're not going to get any ratings on that. Who's going to watch that? Yes, go. Yes, I agree with you there, Gunnar, all day. Stella's another one of those moods again, just like last. Yeah, but see, I turned her perch, so it's not as easy for her to fly on me. But yeah, she's, they're growing up. She's over a year old, and they go through stages. They go through stages. 1 second, guys. Okay. So, yeah, she's in a playful mood lately. I mean, very playful mood. So I turned the perch a different way, so it'd be a little bit harder for her to take off. And I got her a toy that I forgot I had for her, and I put it on there tonight, so that should occupy her. Oh my gosh, it's okay, man. Mention the AFL, it's fine. Sabres pushing. Sam Carrick, man. Oh, shot on net, missed. Wide left. How did you knock that down again, Stella? Oh my gosh. I lost to Johnny in the poll last night. I got to up my hate on the Maple losers. You didn't lose by much. It was a tight race, Gunner. It was a tight race because it was an honest question, because you and I both go on and on about the hate we have for your Leaves and my Islanders. Well, not my, you know what I mean. Stella, you're everywhere. Hi. I didn't wear my chains tonight, so. That's right, but you barely lost. Like I think it was Angus said, it'd be like losing 18-16. It was that close. Was it 53% to 47%? I believe that's what it was. Oh man, I can't wait for the World Cup. We're doing that in here too. We're doing the World Cup in here, and I'm not going to do just USA. We're going to do We're going to do a lot of the big matches. Bruins cannot get the puck out of their own zone. They cannot get the puck out of their own zone. It is crazy what's going on. It's crazy. It's like you got to search to find games, and some of these apps I don't have, and I'm not going to get them. Some of these apps I don't have, and I'm not going to get them. I'm not wearing my chains tonight. I'm not wearing them. See, she's looking for them. I don't have. She's looking for them. They're not there. I didn't wear them tonight because I had a feeling this was going to happen again. Yep, I'm not wearing them. Adelaide, Geelong tonight should be an interesting game. Both teams have big outs. They do. And Code, another cellar dweller, another Aussie in the base. What's going on, Code? Yeah, she's hilarious. She's been in rare form the last couple of days. Rare form. Yankee Kyle, another cellar dweller accounted for. Yankee Kyle in the basement. The Yankees are about to start. I will, at the end of the first period, I'm going to flip over to that Yankee. But I promised the guys I would do the Sabres Bruins tonight. So for those wondering why I'm doing that, that's why I'm doing it. It's basement appreciation night. You've had a wide grin lately. People must think what's going on, Cullen? Why? You're in such great moods. Why? That's a good thing. I don't mean why like it's a bad thing. Like, what's going on? Joe Expo, longtime dweller in the basement. Joe Expo, you guys should recognize the name, at least people that have been with me for a while. He comments on a lot of my uploaded videos. Joe Expo is in the basement. What's going on, Joe? Good to see you, man. Shared you on my community tab. Thank you, Yankee Kyle, as always. Yankee, big game tonight. It's opening night, so we'll see what happens. I'll flip over to it, though, guys. As I said, we will be flipping over to it. French, yeah, she is. She's 1 year old, man. Last night I had to switch to the Stella sweatshirt, but she is, and she's spoiled. I spoil her. She's spoiled rotten, and that's why she always wants to be around. So anyway, Boston has had their 485 road record this season, 13-14. Their 7 of the last 11 games have been on the road. Wow. Yeah, man. It's not authentic. I'm not going to tell you it's authentic, but it's the Hanson brothers, because the authentic ones don't have the name on the back. And it's like, who's going to remember the Hanson brothers without Hanson on the back? Boston scores. 1-0 Boston. Let's go. You'll never hear – this is so crazy. You'll never hear me say that very often, go Boston. But go Boston. 1-0 Bruins. Pasternak. 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 I always say Pasternak. I don't know why. It's Pasternak. Anyway, 1-0 Bruins. Cullen, you should be, man. That opening night, they were down a couple of times. I remember that that just slipped in. The Lions started out 13-1. Charlie Cameron was going crazy. 1 second, guys. What happened to your toy? How's this keep falling? We'll try this again. Hold on, guys. How did you get that to fall? Here, baby. That's not going to fly. Hold on, guys. Good girl. All right, back to you should be, man. They fought hard in that game one, and now they Bulldog again. They were a team that was hard to tip last season. Boston going for more. Now I can't even. Why? What happened? What is going on, Bruin? What's going on? Oh, no, she sleeps in her she has a big aviary-type cage over here, which I could put her in. She loves it over there. That's where she sleeps. She sleeps in a big thing over here. Big aviary. She's got food in there, toys, all her stuff. So I could do that with her as well. Happy Wednesday, Daniel. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Daniel. Pasternak has a point streak now at 11 straight games. 7 goals, 9 assists. Wow. He's awesome anyway. He's a great player. Oh, Buffalo, bad pass, turned over. Bruins moving up. Oh, that was offsides, man. How did they not call that? Boston was offsides. 7:30 left in the first period. Manav, you remember Joe Expo? It would, but then she would chew and eat it on the thing, and I try to get her not to chew on my jersey, so I don't want to. You don't want her to get her in that habit of eating on you. I've tried it. Trust me, I've tried it. You move her toys around on the perch. Believe it or not, she can get bored with one toy. But if you move it to another section, it's like a new toy again. You can move things around. Code, drop over to the stream later and watch the game. That's awesome, man. Better buy a metal chain and weld it into place. I'm telling you, and some of these are on metal chains. It's crazy. But her weight, when she goes on, it likes to hang on her toys. They do what they just did. They fall off. So you got 6 shots on goal by Boston, 1 for Buffalo. Bruin, what's going on? What is going on? And HBO is showing hockey. By the way, I just picked up on what I was saying. HBO is showing hockey. Netflix is showing baseball. What is going on? Oh! And I know Apple TV does Friday night baseball games. I only have Apple TV because of MLS. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. So luckily I have that. But when it's on, if anything's like on Paramount or anything like that, I won't have it. And I'm not paying for these apps. It gets ridiculous, guys. And eventually in the NFL, I'm telling you, saved by Boston. Delayed penalty on on the Bruins. So it looks like Buffalo's going to be going on a power play if I just read that correctly. Oh, yeah, he tripped him. Geeky going to the bench, to the box, to the sin bin. Geeky going to the sin bin. 2-minute power play. Man, why does this keep falling down? Well, I'm just all over the place right now. All right, here we go. Buffalo has an opportunity. Power play to tie this game up. We don't want that. Animals are funny and genuine. Wish I did what I wanted like them. Animals are funny and genuine. Wish I did what I wanted. Oh, save! Oh, that was so close to going in. Minute 50. Well, I mean, the power play just basically started. But, I mean, Buffalo was right in there right away. Crazy. On the ice for Buffalo, Zucker, Norris, Thompson, Quinn, and Dahlin. Is it Dahlin or Dahlin? I call them both. Buffalo's got a lot of great young players on this team. They are, French. They are. I'm an animal lover. I mean, if you were around when Rocco was alive, man, it's just our Minpin that passed away. The basement, as Mr. Marine called him, the basement general. With us for a long time. I spoil my animals, man. I really do. Like a lot. You know, our kids are adults. Rock and our kids are adults. So these are like our kids. Her birds, my bird, they're our kids. You know, it's our kids are all adults. Let's go. Back in mid. Oh, come on, man. Buffalo got the puck back. I mean, we almost had a Thompson to Norris. Zucker back to Norris. Back to Zucker in front. Tage. Save. Oh, no, he went wide. It went wide. It wasn't a save. It went wide. Norris back to Tage again. Another save. 37 seconds left on the power play for Buffalo. Come on, Boston. Come on, Boston. Words I never thought I'd be saying in my life. Come on, Boston. And they scored. Buffalo scored. Buffalo scored 1-1. Tage Thompson. You felt it coming. 1-1. Yeah, Angus, it's ridiculous, man. These Bills get ridiculous, man. I don't play for the Mets or the Yankees. I mean, like, come on. And then it's all. I knew what I was going to say. This is a beautiful shot by Thompson, too. I mean, like, beautiful dish by Thompson to Zucker, man. That was beautiful. I thought Thompson shot it and rebounded and kicked back to Zucker. He actually passed it to Zucker. Beautiful. Me too, man. I'm telling you, like the NFL, you know they have you have to pay for apps to get a playoff game if you don't have it. So they tested the waters a couple of years ago. They got one, they had one playoff game on Peacock or whatever. And now that's how the ball gets rolling. There's going to be two. Eventually, the NFL only, I believe, eventually the Super Bowl and all that will be on those kind of things. Like they won't be on regular TV anymore. Oh, another fight. Let's go. I think they iced Luukkonen. They snowed him. You can't snowing the goalie is going to cause a fight. You can't snow the goalie. Cullen. He hasn't been in lately. He hasn't been on Rock's channel either. So, but we've been through this with him before. I just hope it's not anything health-wise. We know he has health issues. We know that. We hope it's not health issues. So, but I'm just going on, he'll be back. I just like, because he always comes back. I just hope he's not in the hospital or anything like that, because in the past, that's what it's been. Have a dog and 2 cats, they're family too. Oh, yeah, they are 100%. People that when, you lose, when I lost Rocco, Angus, you remember Rocco. I didn't even come down in the basement for 2 weeks or longer. I just didn't want to come down here. He wasn't down here. It was really hard for me, and it's still hard. I still miss him. I miss him all the time. Max, the one that rode on the truck with me, he passed away March of 2022. I mean, they're family. And now they're both on the mantle. We cremated them, and the ashes are on our mantle. They are family, 100%, Angus. The people that don't understand that, they're just like, it's just a dog. No, it's not just a dog. It's not just a parrot. These are family members. This is crazy, Bruin. Oh, man, come on. Oh, this sucks. I was doing this game for you guys, man. I really was looking forward to doing this game for you guys. I really was looking forward to it. And it was nationally televised, because I know, Bruin, in the past you've said that you've had issues getting Bruins games. So I'm like, this is great. It's on TNT. Had this been on some app I didn't have, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So, and Gunner's at work. So we'll be flipping over to the Yankee game. I'll be going back and forth anyway. I'm going to keep doing it, though. I'm going to keep doing it. French Soup, thank you, man. It's delayed. I got to flip to another channel at the end of the first period. I'm flipping to another channel. Then the Netflix I already have the Netflix set up on a different channel, on a different segment of the TV. And I'm going to click onto that, and we'll see what we got there. What a pain in the neck, man, to go through all this. I can't just hit a button and it goes to the next game. No, because it's on different network, different app. I got to find. And I'd set it all up. I set it all up. So all I have to do is just hit Yankee game, Giants game, however you want to look at it. That's all I got to do. Yes, I have. I met Gunner. I met Gunner and a guy that used to come in here a lot. He's still a part of the channel, Dan. He had the Miller Time podcast. Then it was Thunder Dan. He's a great guy. Dan is a diehard Buffalo Bills fan and Sabres fan. He really knows his stuff. It was a great time meeting him and his son and Gunner. We all met at KeyBank Center. I was there. My stepson came with me. We were there 3 years ago. It's a really nice. I was sitting mean. I was right next to the Rangers bench. I was right, like the screen is here. That's where Igor was. The glass was here, and Igor was right. Igor didn't start the game that night. And the Rangers bench was right there. I was sitting all around Ranger fans. It was a lot of fun. And Gunner and Dan, a great time, man. Really good time. So, yes, I've been there. You know what, Angus, growing up? 1-1, 3:30 left in the first period. Buffalo coming back up. Norris stops. Good stop, man. Well, this Buffalo team's exciting, I got to admit. Man, I hope my Jets do that this year. Do what Buffalo did. Come out of nowhere and make the playoffs. Boston they're playing a little too safe, Bruin. I know you can't see it right now, but they're playing a little too safe. And that's not good to do that, man. They're in their own zone. I mean, you know what I say, full campsite. Buffalo has a full campsite. They got their tents up. The fire's going. They got the dogs, the burgers on there. They got the coolers out. The family's coming in. Buffalo has a full campsite in the Bruins' end right now. The Bruins just took it back out. Yeah. I mean, you can snow the goalie. It's just going to cause you're going to get a little bit of attention doing it. If you want to get a fight going, snow the goalie. Better than a skate to a, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yep. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, come on. Like the New York did this. Oh, that was close to boarding by Boston. 2 minutes left in the first period. New York did this app like it's Mets, Yankees, Rangers. I think it's called the Gotham Sports app, and it sounds like it's cheap every month. It comes out to like over $300 a year, and you get all their games. But then I don't know. I don't even know how to keep up with all of it anymore. They do if you have YouTube TV, I think, but I don't even know how that works. I don't have YouTube TV. But I don't know if you're right. They used to live stream all the games, though. You're right, French. When I was driving the truck across the country, there was games I got them on YouTube. That doesn't exist anymore. I know exactly what you're talking about because I missed a lot of games because I had to be up at 1 a.m. So to me, I wouldn't watch the start of the game because I'm such a fanatic of sports that I'd watch the start of a game. And then now I have to watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I just didn't even bother. 1:45 left in the first period. Boston in Buffalo zone. That is offsides. That's completely offsides by Boston. Come on. I saw that. I'm going to look at it right now, Angus, as a matter of fact, because there's a break in the action. I'm looking at it right now. Literally looking at it right now. Trying to look at it right now. When did you post it, Angus? I never saw the soccer feed this busy. I did see where you crossed out the Arsenal score. Thank you, Angus. Thank you. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I'm looking at it quick. They're at mid-ice right now. Buffalo moving up. Hold on. Tage Thompson with a shot. Wide left. Wide left. I'm looking at it right now. St. Louis is up 2-1. Oh, my gosh. Angus, what? Let me look at that again. Holy crap, man. That was a huge shot. The goal, you know what that reminds me of? It's like the goalie was like not paying attention for a minute because it looked like he tried to run back and catch up to that shot. Wow, he was only a few yards past midfield. 30 seconds left in the first period. Wow, that was crazy, Angus. That was crazy. Wow. I agree. 100% Bruin, I agree. See, Stella's trying to fly. Goodness, Bruins get it. Bruin, your team is like, they're letting Buffalo just scream off some shots here, man. They're all in their zone. 10 seconds left, and Buffalo is in there like they're back there like there's a power play, and there's not. You would think there was a power play going on, and there's not. Oh, man, it was mean. It was an experience, all right, man. A real experience. I've been to plenty of games at Madison Square Garden with the Rangers and the Knicks. And I've been to, as I told you guys, I've been to tons of Lightning games when I was a season ticket holder down there. My son and I went to well over 100 games. Going to Buffalo and being at the KeyBank Center, those Sabre fans, and the Sabres were like trying to fight for a playoff spot then. They didn't make it that year. Well, we thought they should have made it that year. Oh, that was a shot to the head. That usually causes attention also. End of the first period, cheap shot by somebody on Boston. I didn't see who it was. 1-1, end of the first period, guys. I will flip over to the Yankees for a little bit. Oh, did you say? Oh, let's see let me see if I can even get it set up. That might take the entire time of the. That might take the entire time. Someone said Buffalo is like playing. That's a good analogy, Gunner. That's a good one. I listen to the radio a lot for baseball, hockey, and football, off and long distance. That's what I was getting to, Angus. Your point that you made before. Growing up, listening to baseball games on the radio was like better than any other sport on the radio. listening to a baseball game on the radio, I always preferred that than watching the game. Don't ask me why. Baseball is the only sport I felt that way about when it came to listening to it on the radio. My father listened to a lot of games on the radio, or we were, riding the car with him. We listened to games. So, yeah. Oh, you do fantasy hockey, friends? Yeah, you got to, man. You got to. That would be a good one to go with. I don't bet. I don't do fantasy. I don't do any of that stuff. But as Lou will tell you, I've helped out on fantasy leagues, but I don't play them. That'd be a good way to go, though, French. Snow the goalie, whatever that is. I want to see fights. Cullen, what that is, and it's probably been explained to you already because I'm always behind in the chat. When the goalie goes down and he saves the puck, someone comes up with their skates and goes, and all the ice goes right in the goalie's face, right through his mask. That's snowing the goalie. And that really pisses people off. It just does. They come stopping and all that right in front of the goalie, and all that stuff kicks up in his face. Oh, I know it is. I know it is. I won't get it. Rock and I don't do that. We're not paying millions of dollars for TV. Could be. You intentionally touch the goalie and they'll take you. Yeah, snowing the goalie. You want to start a fight? That is a good way to get it going. Besides the age, our only Bruin fan in the basement can't watch the Bruins. That is BS, man. That is BS for him. That sucks. I was looking so forward to having Bruin in here and me and him going for the Bruins together, which will be a very rare time. Unless the Bruins play the Islanders in the playoffs, then I will be a 1,000% Bruin fan, and I'll do those games. French, now they got X coming for them, and I know. I know. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And you know who controls it? Honestly, if you really want to get down to business, you know who controls it? The fans. The fans do. Like the NFL toy, testing the waters with that playoff game. I think it was on Peacock. It was on one of those a couple of years ago. One wild card game. Not everybody had the app. Well, you know what? If you don't buy the app and they didn't get the ratings for the app, they wouldn't do it. The fans are the ones, they just throw these things out there and make you think that this has to be done this way. If the fans don't get the apps, they don't make the money, and they're not going to do it. That is an impossibility because that'll never happen. The fans will complain all the way to getting the app. That's what happens. They know more people will complain and moan about it, but they'll get it. They'll get it. They'll complain about it, but they'll get it. More than not. And that's why it happens. Stella could go for Tassie when they join the AFL. Same colors. Yes. Great colors. Great colors. That sucks, Bruin. I get annoyed with all these apps. Yeah, it sucks for Bruin, man. And I was like, I'm about to play around with this Netflix Yankee thing in a second. Because I was excited to do this game, and when I promised to do it, and then I was like, oh, man, it's opening night for baseball. And I made that mistake because I said the Yankees were on a 1. And it was the Mets that were on a 1, which I most likely will be on tomorrow, 1 o'clock, doing the Mets. Unless we're doing something, I'll do that game. But I promise you guys support this channel. And you've supported me through a lot of times when I wasn't on. And you were here when I came back. So, yeah, there's a lot of baseball games this season, guys. And this was like Bruin gets to see the game. I know Gunner gets all the games. He's at the bowling alley, and he gets his Buffalo games there. I was excited because Bruin doesn't get all his Bruin games. And I know that from conversations with him. So I was excited. I'm like, Bruin gets to see this game tonight. This is going to be fun. And boom, there it is. That's right. Right there, guys. It is a pain in the ass. Look at this poor guy can't watch his Bruin. And it's a nationally televised game, and he can't watch it. That's ridiculous. All right, let me play around with this Netflix thing here. Hold on. All right, let's see if I can get this going. I have to switch modes here. Netflix, Cobra Kai. I can do a live stream of Cobra Kai right now. Let's see. Did you guys ever try to watch Cobra Kai? Like, I grew up with the Karate Kid. Angus probably did, and a few others. Like, Cobra Kai was a tough watch. I'm sorry, it was a tough watch. It's very a little childish. I guess that's the best way I could put it. That was something, I really tried to watch the series because I loved the movies growing up. It was really a tough watch, man. Really a tough watch. It's a tough watch. And for Karate Kid fans and growing up in that era, 83, 1984, when those movies came out, and late 80s, whatever. Like, oh, man, let me test this out. And then I was like, all right, let me give this a chance. Let me give this more of a chance. I can't give this a chance anymore. When I start looking for anything else that's on before I continue with the series, that's how you know. Well, here we go. I got it on. It hasn't even started yet because they probably have to. Oh, look at that. It's already buffering. On Netflix, it's already buffering. Yeah. It's already buffering. How about that? Oh, back on. Is this going to be like an ESPN Plus thing, Angus? Having this on Netflix? Because right now it's moving now, but then like that buffering just reminded me of ESPN Plus. It's why when people said, aren't you going to do more Lightning games? The playoffs, thankfully, are almost here because I can't stand ESPN Plus. I'm going to discontinue I'm not going to do the app anymore because you can't. It buffers too much. It's terrible. It's terrible. We've been over this, and already this buffered on Netflix. Let's see how this goes. Don't ever start me on pay-per-view. I already had a rant about it in the Discord. I guess pay-per-view, the modern day pay-per-view, is the apps. That's the modern day pay-per-view. So this game was supposed to start at 8. It's 8:25. I knew this was going to happen anyway, so I'm kind of glad I'm not doing this game. And I'm worried for freed owners. Yankees lost Goldie and didn't. They got Goldschmidt back, French. Paul Goldschmidt's on the team. Paul Goldschmidt is on the bench for the team. They brought him back. They signed him to a one-year deal. So you got Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, first 3 batters. Remember this season Grisham had last year? Grisham last year batted .235, 34 homers, 74 RBIs. That was beyond a career year for him. He was a throw-in in the Juan Soto deal. He was a throw-in. Oh, here, you can take – you okay? Step up. You okay? You good? You good? He was a throw-in. Can you imagine Trent Grisham was a throw-in? Good girl. He was a throw-in in that trade. That's ridiculous. Here you go. Yeah, Goldschmidt. I'm going to check that right now, but I'm pretty sure they signed him back. Let me double check myself, French, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Yep, Paul Goldschmidt is on. Yeah, he's on the Yankees. He's back. All right, Grisham's still up. I'll go back to the Bruins and Sabres in a minute when that period comes back. Hey, Riley, another Aussie dweller accounted for. Riley, how you been, man? We haven't seen you in a little while. How you been? Steve, another cellar dweller accounted for. Dallas Cowboy diehard. Come on, Buffalo, don't let these frauds that Toronto beat you. Long live Canadians, the Montreal. The Habs, finger red number. That is quite an entrance, Steve. That's quite an entrance into the basement. I'm going for Boston, which is very rare, Steve, but it would help the Lightning a lot if Buffalo lost tonight. And I said earlier to the Buffalo fans that as a Jets fan, I understand what it's like to have your team just be crap for over a decade. 15 years of missing the playoffs, and they stayed loyal fans. Got to respect that. So I'm only going for Boston because it helps my Lightning out. And Aaron Judge is up. And by the way, guys, the hate that Aaron Judge gets is really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Anything this guy does or doesn't do, he's the new LeBron. He's the new LeBron. He's the LeBron of baseball. Hate everything. If he does great, we'll just wait for the one moment when he doesn't, and we'll all smash on him. It is insanity that he goes through this much hate. Any one of these people that hate on him would have him on their team in a minute. It's just really bizarre to me. Seth, another cellar dwellers accounted for. Seth, who did they get? Who did the Eagles get? I haven't paid attention much to the NFL offseason. Oh, yeah, that was a couple years ago, though, French. Mike King wanted to be a starter. The Yankees didn't think he could be a starter, went to the Padres. And Higashioka was a longtime Yankee. He was a great defensive catcher for the Yankees. Not so much great a hitter. He went to the Padres, and then I think he's still on the Rangers. He went to the Rangers after that. I always liked Higgy. He was a great defensive catcher. I always thought he should start more. I always thought he should replace Gary Sanchez late in games at that time. He should have replaced Gary Sanchez late in games because he was a far, far better defensive catcher than Gary Sanchez ever was. That's back when Sanchez would hit a home run, strike out 10 times, hit a home run. You know, that kind of thing. So that's how that goes. But Michael King, yeah, they had him as the closer. And then they had Clay Holmes as the closer, who turned out to be a decent starter for the Mets, which I probably will be doing the Met game tomorrow. I keep saying probably because it's a 1:15 start. Just depends on what we're doing tomorrow. That's really the reason. But, you know. All right. Logan Webb gets Grisham, gets Judge. And now Bellinger is coming up. Judge is a great guy. I don't understand the hate. People hate on him. He had a home run in spring training after the WBC, and I looked at the YouTube thing, friends, and I knew what was going to happen. Where was this in the WBC? This guy never gets any clutch hits, and now he hits a home run in spring training when it doesn't matter. I'm like, well, last postseason he hit 500. Hit a late in the game clutch 3-run home run game tying in the ALDS. He had 13 hits, 7 bombs. I mean, like, they're like, yeah, but if you average everything together, I'm like, well, wait a minute. The most recent postseason, he's come through. The haters wanted him to come through. The media that hates him wanted him to come through. He improved. He came through last postseason. He had a tremendous season, had a lot of clutch plays, clutch in the postseason, but now we got to average it together so my hate can keep going. Because his average together, it's still low. Okay, he had a few bad postseasons in earlier. Now he finally improved what everybody wanted him to do. No, we can't give him credit for that. In the WBC, he had, the whole team batted 3 for 31. And 2 of those hits, and that's the inning. Bellinger flies out. 2 of those 3 hits was by Bryce Harper, who didn't wake up until the final game. It's still spring training, the WBC. So I don't get it. It's really weird, friends, but Judge, man, he's not even the highest paid player in baseball. Do you know what Ohtani's getting paid this year? His salary and his all his other stuff, commercials, promotions, all that. He's getting $127 million this year. $127 million. I think Aaron Judge is like the 5th highest paid player, and he took less money to stay with the Yankees. He could have left. He took less money to stay with the Yankees. He's not involved in any controversies, but he's such a bad, he's great with the fans. He's such a bad guy. It's crazy the hate he gets. There you go, Steve. I knew Bruin was going to say it. I knew he was going to say it. I'm going to switch back to the Sabres-Bruins game. I knew he was going to say it. As a matter of fact, Bruin, since you can't watch the game, Bruin, I'm going to do this for you. There you go. I'm going to pin that, Bruin, just for you because you can't watch the game. I'm trying to pin it. There you go, Bruin. I pinned it. There you go, Bruin. That's because you can't watch the game. They are very nice. And, you know, like with Nathan McKinnon, it's like, hey, you're already experienced now in getting a silver. Now he said he's going for the silver now. It's like, you already got one. You already got the silver. Boom. Boom. Yeah, you know what's funny? And you trot for 4 bags, right? Cal Raleigh got a big pass. Like all the people that are hating on Judge winning the MVP, Cal Raleigh got a big pass for his horrendousness. And I mean, WBC is spring training. I made some comments on this video, and this guy came back. Judge couldn't do this, and that's why Ohtani's better than him. Ohtani doesn't do that stuff. I'm like, I don't know, the Ohtani that made the last out against Venezuela when they got eliminated by Venezuela. He's like, he did now. I'm like, he did. You can look it up. Ohtani made the last out. Ohtani is the best player in the game. No one ever said he wasn't. I think people think it's because, well, Judge isn't Ohtani. No, he's not Ohtani. He's a tremendous. What player that hates on him wouldn't want him on his team? And they don't want to talk about last postseason. They want to average everything together. Well, let's average it all together. Well, no, you want him to improve, he improves. So you're going to hate on his improvement. Okay, I get it. Colin, yeah. I had to, Bruin. I feel badly that I was looking forward to doing this game for Gunnar and especially for you because you have so many hard times watching this stuff. I really thought you were going to have this game in. So I'm going to continue to do this game. And damn it, I'm going for Boston. They better win. I'm finally going for Boston. Bruin, as a matter of fact, I think we did a Boston Islander game a couple years ago, didn't we? It was like a Saturday afternoon. I think me and you were like the only ones in here. Remember that, Bruin? It was like me, you, and Mr. Marine, and maybe a couple other people. It was like a 1:00 game. And I was going for the Bruins then. I remember every rare time that I go for a Boston team. Do you remember that, Bruin? I know you do. You must remember that. I think the Dodgers have a chance to win 3 World Series in a row, but they have to play really well. They do, Riley. Riley, they were like an inch away from losing the World Series this past season in Toronto. An inch. Anything can happen. It's not like, second period getting underway. It's not a given that they're going to win it. But I think that the American League teams are more of a threat to the Dodgers than the National League teams. I think the AL East has better teams that outside of the Dodgers. I think the AL East's teams are better than any National League teams. Outside maybe the Mets. The Mets have a really solid team, and the Padres have a good team, the Phillies. I think the American League teams overall have a better shot at beating the Dodgers in a 7-game series. I would like to think the Mets could do it. Remember, guys, 2 years ago, the Mets had the Dodgers on the ropes. They had them on the ropes. The Mets got a really good team this year. Second period underway. Yeah. And I think that's the problem, French, is that people think that Judge is like, there probably is Yankee fans that say Judge is the best player in the game, and they go the Ohtani Judge thing. I'm like, well, Ohtani has the pitching aspect, and he's a dominant pitcher, right? He's the best player in the game. There's no question about that. I'm a huge Aaron Judge fan. But if I had to choose between the two in their primes, I would take Ohtani. So, but I think that's the problem. That everybody's like, oh, this guy's not better. So now let's hate on him. We're just going to hate on him. And we're not going to include anything good that he does. We're just going to make fun of. So if Judge hit 3 home runs tonight. Let's say Judge hits 3 home runs tonight in a blowout. All you're going to hear about is how he didn't do something in technically a spring training event, WBC. Because what happens in spring training? Some players play great and some players don't. And the whole team loaded with all-stars. Oh, Buffalo. Oh, man, they almost scored. We're just 1 minute into the second period. They were all over in Boston zone again. Picking up right where we left off. Buffalo moving up. Man, I'll tell you what, maybe it's me, but it always looks like it's so close to like offsides for both teams. Wow, Stella, you made it. You made it. And I moved it back, and you still made it. You still made it. I know. Got to take that off. One second. Oh, almost. Boston almost scored. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Owen Power down there. Boston keeps it in the zone, keeping the pressure on. Boston keeping the pressure on. Sabres bringing it back now. They finally got it out of their zone, bringing it up. Norris, shot on net. No. Save. Another save. Puck's bouncing around out there. Buffalo bringing it back out. It's a good game. It was exactly what I expected out of this. Bruins bringing it back up. Shoot it, Pasternak, shoot it. Oh, sorry. I have heard the city of Anaheim is insisting that the Angels take. Yeah, that's another weird thing, Angus. That's like a Phoenix Cardinals, remember that? Arizona Cardinals, Phoenix Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. It changes all the time. That happened with the Coyotes, too. Now it was Anaheim Angels. First, it was California Angels. Remember when they were the California Angels? Then they went to Anaheim Angels. Then it was Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles. And now it's just Los Angeles Angels. I think it's all for marketing, man. But it's been a really weird ride for them. Boston bringing it back up in Buffalo zone. Boy, that Buffalo turned that around very quickly. Stella, please. Boston bringing it back up. Buffalo got him down in the corner. Man, I'll tell you what, neither team could keep it in the zone for very long. That was close to icing. Oh, now it's icing. That's definitely icing. Boston iced the puck going back to their zone. Good girl. Boston, yep, they cleared it out. Go, go, go. Almost a partial breakaway. Good save by UPL. Good defense save by UPL. Yeah, that's be interesting to see if they pull that off. That was compliments for Bruin. Bruin has a deep disdain for the Montreal Canadiens. And Bruin can't watch this game. So Bruin cannot watch the game right now, so I pinned that for him. Little spillage here. Another save by UPL. Boston putting a lot of pressure on. 15-20 left in the second period. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Now, you know what's funny is why doesn't the Dodgers, they get hate, but the Yankees still get more hate than the Dodgers do. The Yankees get more hate than the Dodgers do. The Yankees they've won one World Series in the last 20 years, right? 2009. They've been in some, but they've last one they won was 2009. Yet they're more hated than the Dodgers are. It's really weird. People and even the media praises the Dodgers. They praise them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the haters if Judge was in the position that Ohtani was with the betting thing, and they just it was all on, his partner probably was legit like that, right? Maybe Ohtani didn't know, or just was, I didn't know. He didn't know he was missing money. That's a lot of money. Now imagine if Judge was in that position. Oh my gosh, that hate would be going on and on and on and on and on. But the Dodgers are loved by the media. They are loved. They want them to win 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row if they can. 14:45 left in the second period, 1-1. It is insane. It is. Don't worry, Bruin. You can watch Canadians of your home like your team. This poor guy can't even watch his Bruins right now. And he has a hard time watching them all year. Bruin, when the playoffs start, I really hope you can watch your team. Riley, but spring training is basically right. That's right. That's right, Riley. So the WBC doesn't mean that these guys are game ready. And the team is loaded with all-stars. And the team was 3 for 31. 2 of the hits came from Bryce Harper. So that team was loaded with the superstars of the game. Most of them anyway. The upper echelon of the MLB was on that WBC team. But only Aaron Judge is the one that we're going to blame. Really ridiculous, man. It's lame. French, is Catholic doing anything? I need some points from the. I'll put it this way, French. That's the first time I've heard his name today. So that should tell you something. Oh, Canadians will be on their yearly trip to Cancun before long. 13:40 left in the second period. Still 1-1, guys. Still 1-1. Still 1-1. Tage Thompson is everywhere on that net. He's all around the net. Tage Thompson is everywhere. Another save by UPL. Stoppage of play. 13:30 left in the second period. 18 shots to 13 for Buffalo. Excuse me, for Boston. But the game is tied 1-1. Tage Thompson, it shows him, got a tattoo of an eagle landing on the Olympic medals. Crazy. Congratulations, Yankee. That is awesome, man. You've been sober for 37 years? Yankee, how old are you? Are you in your 50s? Yankee, I thought for some reason you were in your 30s, so that wouldn't make sense then. You have to be in your 50s. Wow, man. I got quite a few years under my belt, but not 37. Wow, congratulations, Yankee. That is an amazing, amazing feat. It's always one day at a time, my man. It's always one day at a time. 1 is too much and 10's not enough. 1 is too much and 10 is not enough. Once you start with that 1, it's all over. So good for you, and congratulations, Yankee. I love hearing it. Love hearing it, man. Awesome. Keep it up. The only rule in baseball now is the pitcher clock, and I don't really like it. I thought I wasn't going to like that, Riley. I thought I wasn't going to like the pitch clock. I thought I wasn't going to like it. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. The ghost runner, the automatic runner on second base in the extra innings, they did that to speed up games. Well, now you got the pitch clock. You don't need the guy on second base anymore. I hate that. I will always hate that. And I don't know if I'm going to like this. I like human error. I'm sorry, the umpires. I like human error is part of the game. The game is not ever going to be perfect. And now we're going to start having robots controlling these things. Come on. Why not have robot players and there won't be any errors? Maybe down the road they can make AI robots and make them play the game. Then we won't have to worry about any errors. We don't have to worry about anybody, throwing anything but strikes. We don't have to worry about anybody dropping passes or fumbling balls or getting intercepted. You can have perfect games and everything. Just make the AI robots and forget about the human athlete. That's my feeling on this stuff, man. You know what? Human error is part of the game. That's like blaming the whole game on the umps. And it's like, you know what? Most of the time, it's like boxing. When you leave a great boxing match to the judges, they always say, don't leave it to the judges. That's blaming games on how many errors or how many fumbles, how many interceptions, how many missed shots happen. Maybe your goalie was getting lit up that day, but we're going to blame a ref. Maybe your pitcher was getting lit up and we're going to blame a strike zone. Come on. At least the Canadians are not called the LaFoot Club. Oh, he saved that. 12:45. Buffalo is making a big rush right now, Bruin. Another shot. That's saved. Oh, good. The goalie. Oh, he punched him right in the face. Corpusalo, he put his glove right in the jaw of, I'm trying to see who it was on Buffalo. He had already saved the puck. I couldn't catch the name of the Buffalo player. The Buffalo player came in and hit him right in the glove when it's like, the play's already been stopped. So Corpusalo came up with his glove hand and hit him right perfectly in the chin. Hit him right in the jaw. And now they give I knew it was coming. They gave Buffalo a power play, 2 minutes for roughing. Oh, wait a minute. Is it on Buffalo? They might have changed the call. Hold on. Mallenstein has to sit. That's who the player was. Mallenstein. They changed it. They're not calling it on the goalie. He was defending himself. So it looks like Buffalo's going to – oh, no. It's roughing on both teams. Forget it. We are not Toronto, the team that beat you. We are going to the Cup this year. Uh-oh. Oh, man, Bruin and Steve going back and forth. Love it. A little battle in here. We got 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, guys. 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Both teams get roughing penalties. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. I like this. Bruin and Steve. Yeah, Bruin and Steve going back and forth. Love it. Little action in the basement. Congratulations, Kyle. That's huge, man. I know what it's like, man. I know I haven't fallen off, but it wasn't my first time stopping. I'll put it that way. I've fallen off in the past, and dude, that's a serious thing, man. It's a serious thing because I'll start tomorrow. How common is that? How common is that phrase? I'll start it tomorrow. Oh no, I can't because it's Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna have people over. I'll start on the Tuesday after Memorial Day weekend, and so on and so on and so on. It's a nasty, nasty, nasty cycle to get caught in. You finally got to put the brakes on it and really do the work, do the steps and get through it. I'm telling you, Kyle, I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on that. Without Rock, I would have been dead in a bar somewhere. I'm not even kidding you guys. I would have been dead in a bar somewhere. Yep, that's why we make the basement a bar atmosphere, a hangout. We all talk about everything in the games going on. That's why we make it that kind of way. I haven't picked up a drink in a long time. Jack Daniels was my drink. I blame the New York Jets for this, by the way. The New York Jets are to blame for my alcoholism. They're 100% to blame for that. 50 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Boston bringing it up. Almost offside. I'm telling you, I think everything's almost offsides. Saved by UPL. Yeah, Cullen, I mean, when do we stop at the human error then? If the umpires have to be perfect, Well, then I guess the players are going to have to be perfect. Can't make a fielding error. Can't fumble the ball. Don't turn it over. Don't turn the ball over. We're gonna replace you with a robot now. The game is not perfection, and the games aren't always blown by the refs, the umps, whatever you want to call them. You know, it's just not. People arguing strikes and balls now. Hey, I don't like that call. You know, I wanted that was a strike. Then they're going to say, "Wow, look at that! It actually works." I don't like it. I'm still going to watch baseball. I don't like it. I just don't like it, and I haven't even seen it work yet, and I just don't like it. McAvoy and Norris got into it now. Hold on. 20 seconds left on a 4-on-4. Wow, there's a big mess going on out here now. McAvoy's going to the box. Another. What is it going to be, 3-on-3 now for 20 seconds? McAvoy and Norris went. Was it Norris? Oh! Now it's 3-on-3 for 20 seconds. Yeah, I don't like it. I haven't even seen it in work yet because they didn't do it in the WBC, but I don't like it already. I don't like it already. You know, the instant replay and the reviews and all that, I'm used to that now. But this is going over the top now. I just don't like it. Just like in 2021, boom, Steve, he came right back at you, man. Bruin came right back at you. I don't like AI. It helps people, but old men think it can replace them and cost less than humans. Yes, that will not. Yeah, Steve, 100%. Yeah, I'm not a big AI person. I'm just not. I know this aspect of baseball I'm not going to like. I know I'm not going to like it. The game is not perfection. We want perfect calls. Well, what about the error? That's what my answer is always the same. What about the errors? What about the human errors? You know, the Bill Buckner error, Scott Norwood missing the field goal. I mean, get robots out there. They'll hit them every time. Then you'll have a perfect game. Whoever has the ball last wins. Taking the human element out of the game is trash. And yes, my teams have lost because of a bad call or whatever. It's part of the game. You know what it all has to do with betting? Probably with betting. People are losing. I always think that every rule change is because of betting and the rise of betting apps. That's what I think. I think it's all has to do with people and big-time money people losing money. Bruins bringing it back up, 10, almost halfway through the second period. 18 shots for Boston, 14 for Buffalo, 1-1 tie. 1-1 still. Boston, right? Oh, my gosh. There it is. I was going to say, there's no way. Bruins, should I give a boom, boom for Boston? I'll do it. Boom, 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 boom. Boston scores. You guys will never see this out of me unless they play the Islanders. 2-1, Bruin, 2-1. Boston had two guys there. Like, there was nobody on Buffalo around. Like, they can't possibly do this and not score. Pasternak there, boom. Beautiful pass back by Pasternak, man. Arvidsson put it in, man. Beautiful, beautiful back pass by Pasternak, man. 2-1. 2-1. Not a fan of AI. It is lazy, and also it's copyright infringement. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, Angus. Good call on that. Taco Bell drive-thru tried AI. Somebody ordered food and supposedly 18. Wow. 9:55 left in the second period. I haven't watched AFL long enough to know why they would still have that, Cullen, but I definitely I'm kind of like you on the reverse now. If you say that they shouldn't have them, I believe you. That's probably part of the 20% that I don't know about. Off the post by Buffalo. They almost tied it up, but they didn't. Oh, yeah, Colin, you know it's bad. Any rule changes like this, it's all about betting. All about betting. There's no doubt. The betting is on such a – the professional sports used to never promote betting, and they banned their players from doing it. Oh, my gosh, that was a bad trip over there. Tripping on Boston. Buffalo's going to get a power play. That was a bad trip, man. I can't even argue that one. Minton going to the box. Yeah, of course it's for betting. Now every sport has betting commercials. They have them during the game. Hey, guys, don't worry. If you didn't get your bets in, you can bet on this, 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 and this while the game's going on before the quarter's over. The period or the quarter or whatever you want to look at when you come back from halftime. You can do all these things. I don't do any betting. Do any of that stuff. But Pete Rose is still banned from, right? Pete Rose passed away, and he was banned from baseball for betting. They made him out to be the worst person, and it happens all the time. This stuff is happening all the time. Yeah, it'll make calls tons more complicated. You're right. It's going to cause argument. It just takes everything away from it. Just like, in baseball, we blame managers for moves like Aaron Boone, and I'm at fault for this too. We blame Aaron Boone for moves he should have made or didn't make in the playoffs, especially in the playoffs. And we got to realize that the front office of a lot of teams actually has a lot of input on what they want done at certain times during the game. Sometimes it's not on the manager. Sometimes it's being made by the front office. Hey, when you get to the third time through the lineup, when pitcher A gets through the third time of the batting order, statistics say this, so we're going to have to take him out of the game. Yeah, but he's only given up 2 hits. Got to take him out. Because statistics say he's going to blow it. So we got to take him out. But he's throwing a 2-hitter. Doesn't matter. Then the bullpen comes in, and it's a merry-go-round on the bases. Do you know, like, when a pitcher is pitching really well, they have everything. Well, he's only got to do 100 pitches. Oh, you got to take him out by the 5th inning. Everything is so regimented now that if a pitcher's pitching a great game, even no hitters, they're taking pitchers out of the game. Don't you think that builds up the confidence of the team that's batting? Oh, man, thank goodness he's out. So bullpen comes in, and now these guys are it's like a new game for them. Their mindsets are back. That guy's out of the game. Let's get going. It's insanity to me. Back in the old days when, remember, the athletes today are so much more in shape, so much more powerful than the athletes of the past. I do agree with that. But the athletes from the past pitched entire games. Complete games were a thing back then. Goose Gossage would come in to close a game in like the 7th inning and do the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. A lot of closers did that sort of stuff. They didn't come in for a 1-inning close. They were there for a few innings. They didn't go through like a lefty specialist and this matchup and this matchup and so on and so on. One thing I like baseball did do is like when you go to the bullpen, that pitcher has to stay out. I believe it's for 3 batters. You have to have him out for at least 3 batters to speed up the game. Instead of, hey, we have a lefty specialist. Comes out to face a lefty. Next guy's a right-handed batter. We take the lefty off. Now we got to go to the bullpen again. Come on. It's a bit of a joke. No, it'll not be like this young team is too good to lose like that again. I love the game within the game here. Steve versus Bruin. Bruin says, we will see. Man, you guys got to keep this going. This is a game within the game. Come on, Steve. What do you got for Bruin? Come on, let's go. Don't quit on this, guys. I want to see more. I want to see more. Keep it going. Up. Steve, betting is ruining the sport, especially the – oh, yeah. And they're not the only league that probably has that going on. Come on. And you know what? Not for nothing. All the leagues that support the betting now, they all put it out on a platter, and they get surprised when players bet on games that are playing in the game. They get surprised by this. they act shocked when this happens. You guys are promoting the betting. Like, you know, the screen now, they do commercials. They'll give you 2 screens. And most of these screens are betting apps. Hey, don't forget to bet. Did you bet yet? Don't forget to bet. And then in the little things at the bottom, hey, if you have a gambling problem. You know, commercials now, you see everybody cheering, not cheering the game, cheering the betting of the game. You see that you've seen these commercials. Oh, right in front. But it's good save. Good save. Good save. Buffalo has 17 seconds left on the power play. 7:20 left in the second period. This is a really good game, guys. 1-1 right now. Come on, Boston, hold on. I mean, we got a whole nother period to go. There's a lot of game left. A 1-goal lead is not safe. Boston back to full strength, but Buffalo still taking shots. Save. Slows everything down. Boston back to full strength. Penalty kill. It is, and that's why these changes are happening, Steve. That's why they're happening. And that's why players are more protected in football. Yes, they use the CTE thing, the concussion thing. I get it. And I agree with it. And you guys, I'm a broken record in here. Like in hockey, they have the same thing. You can't take a guy from behind and board him with his head down into the boards. You can't do that. You can't do headshots in hockey. But you know what? It ends there. You don't see the refs. If someone gets laid out with his shoulder to the chest, legal hit. You don't see the refs calling it because they think, well, I think he hit him too hard, so he's going to go to the box for 2 minutes. You don't see that. In the NFL, they do it. Shoulder to chest, if that guy's head snaps back, or it's, like it happens in hockey, oh, man, there'll be 20 flags, especially if it's somebody's ruining somebody's fantasy league, or it's a big-time player. We need that player for ratings. This is true, man. I'm not telling any stories. It's true. And those commercials are true. People sitting around a bar and everybody's cheering. They're not cheering the game. They're cheering players and betting that they did. You guys have seen these commercials. That's the sports era we live in now. 2-1. 6:10 left in the second period. Buffalo coming up. Again, almost. I'm going to stop saying it because I think everything is offsides. I think everything is offsides because everything is looking like offsides for both teams. I've got no idea what they're talking about, but I'm on Bruins side regardless. Hey, go Cullen. Cullen's taking Bruins side regardless. So, Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas in the basement. What's going on, Texas? You watching this? It's on TNT. I'm doing this for Gunner and Bruin, and it turned out that Gunner's at work and Bruin can't get the game. But I'm doing it anyway. So at least I have it and said I promised to do something, and I did it. So that's why we're doing this, Texas. And also, I need them to lose for my so the Lightning can really make a move on getting first place back. This would be a great first round matchup, by the way. Pasternak coming up, shoot it. Pass it. Nope. Kept it. It's so funny when you do teams that you don't normally do. You have to start looking at names like really closely. I know a lot of the names on both teams with numbers I don't know. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that guy. Look at that guy. Great pass from that guy to that guy. I think I know more Buffalo players than I do Boston. Geeky, I think he played. Geeky's been around the league. That was off. How is that not offsides? This is like really bothering me now. Oh my gosh, how did you miss that? That was like a perfect one-timer in the corner of the net. He misplayed the puck for Boston. Everybody's saying, what's up with Texas? What's up? There's not a lot in the chat, so this is easy to catch up. Colin, I'm actually caught up today. I'll check Polymarket for that. Good. Everybody saying, what's up? All this betting crap. It is 100% Bruin. I don't watch a lot of the – hold on. Oh, my gosh, man. You're lucky. Right in front of the net, and the Boston player's just standing there. 3:40 left in the second period. I know, Stella. 3:40 left in the second period. Buffalo bringing it back up. It is, man. Corpusalo thought he had the puck, bro, and he thought he had it, and the puck is just drifting out to the left, and he's still down over here. Thankfully, there was no Buffalo players in that area, man. I mean, he literally was on like this, and the puck was just drifting away that way, and he didn't even know it. That was a humongous save by Corpusalo there. Tage Thompson put a laser on him. He did almost a full split to save that. Oh, okay, Texas. Gotcha, man. And by antenna, do you mean like the Roku? The Roku actually gives a lot of stuff, man. I have a Roku TV. When I put it on, man, like I'm man enough to admit that I've watched some episodes of the A-Team on Roku, like full episodes of the A-Team. That took me back to the 80s, and I liked them. I used to love that show when I was growing up. I couldn't watch it like all the time, but I have admitted that there was a couple times the show was on. I'm like, hey, before I went to sleep, I'd turn on the Roku TV. I'm like, hey, the A-Team's on. I'm going to watch it, especially if it just started. I watched the whole episode. Yep. All right. It is 100%. People say, no, it's not really that. They're protecting. No, yeah, it is that. It is 100% that. That commercial that I tell you about is just one of many where fans are at a bar like, oh, come on. We're in an era where they're not cheering teams. They're cheering their bets. They're cheering on their bets. It was a Bruin that punched a referee. They should have that in football and basketball. I bet you it probably has happened. I remember Roberto Alomar did the most egregious thing and spit on an umpire. Spit on him. Remember that? Spit on him. I mean, that's like over a balls and strikes. Come on. He spit on him. Of course you do, Cullen. Boston fans are so delusional. They think they have great sports history besides basketball. Boom! Steve coming back strong. I'm not a Boston fan in any way, shape, or form, except for right now because it helps my Lightning if Boston wins. And I will go for the Bruins over the Islanders if they meet in the playoffs, and that's about it. But Steve coming back strong. I'm juicing this thing. Keep it going. Steve coming back strong. Johnny all up with the chat. I'm in the right stream. Colin, this is 3:13. Buffalo bringing it back up mid-ice. Oh, intercepted by Boston. Coming back. Slap shot. Off the post. Come on. Shoot it. McAvoy. Went wide of the net. Out of play. 2:59 left in the period. So two rarities tonight. I'm caught up in the stream. And I'm keeping up lovely in the stream. We don't have a lot of people in it, I guess, tonight. And I'm going for a Boston team. This is two rarities, Colin. You won't see this every day. I would say basketball, Code. I'd say basketball. Because these guys, believe it or not, don't get a lot of ankle injuries. They're more protected with their skates, and they're so tight that it's hard to move around. In basketball, guys go up and dunk a ball, go up for a layup, and when they come down, they can land right on your ankle and twist it. I bet you there's more. I don't know statistically, but I bet you there's more ankle injuries in basketball than there is hockey because their ankle is way more exposed. It's easier to roll your ankle in basketball than it would be in hockey. I mean, those things are like glued to their feet in hockey. I've ice skated, and that's not anywhere near like these guys. And those skates are on tight, man. They're on really tight. So I'm going to go with basketball. That's my educated guess. That's an educated guess. And I use the term educated very loosely. Buffalo is really like, they're trying to set up. Boston finally is moving on some players. Don't just stand there. I don't understand. Move, pressure the guy, press on him, make him Make them nervous. Try to make them make a dumb pass. You can pick it off. Boston's hanging around. It's not a power play. They're just sitting there. They're chasing the game right now. And they're up 2-1. They're playing too safe. Boston is playing too safe right now. They're going to give up a goal playing like this. Keep your foot on the gas, man. There you go. They finally clear it out. That's probably going to be an icing. And it is an icing. Oh, I agree, Riley. I told Riley, maybe I didn't, you weren't around then, but when I was choosing footy or rugby, I didn't know anything about either sport. And I was sold on footy right off the bat. I don't watch rugby, only because I watch too many sports as it is. Hockey code. You think hockey is? I would think it's easier to roll your ankle in. It's a good question, Code. It is a good question. You really have to think about it. I'm going to look that up in a little bit, man. Who has more ankle injuries, hockey or basketball? Or someone could look that up. That would be great. Yeah, that's true, Texas. Your feet in general, they're just more exposed to me in basketball, and it's so easy for someone to roll their ankle or someone lands on their ankle just coming down from a shot. It happens a lot. 1:12 left in the second period. Boston holding on to a 2-1 lead. 23 shots for Boston, 19 for Buffalo. Bruin laughed at your comment, Steve. You got to take that? He just laughed at your comment. He didn't even give a comment back, Steve. He just laughed at it. Look at me. I'm twisting the screws trying to keep this thing going. He just laughed at you, Steve. What do you think about that? Boston didn't do anything with that possession. Buffalo bringing it back up. I'm going to stop saying almost offsides because I'm telling you that to me there should have been about 10 offsides calls between both teams. Boston gets the puck back. Trying to put on 3, trying to put another. Put it on net. Saved by UPL. 26 seconds left. Okay, Cowboy, I'm just kidding, really. Yeah, Cullen, I'm just stirring the pot. That's all. I'm stirring the pot. Cullen is 100%, Angus. Friday, the Sabres are playing the Red Wings. Friday, April 1st. I just want the playoffs to get going, guys. I'm ready to get to the playoffs. That's where I'm at with basketball and hockey. I just want the playoffs to start now. There are some races like the Lightning and the Bruins. I mean, the Bruins. The Lightning and the Sabres fighting for first place. Whoever thought we'd say that? The Sabres. That went out of play. 0.7 of a second left in the second period. I'll get to that comment in a second, Code. I'm going to do end of the second period because I'm just going to go ahead and assume that in 0.7 of a second. Oh, they're going to put time back on the clock. You know what? I'm just going to go with that. The Sabres aren't going to score here. I'll tell you why, Code. I'll tell you why. Gunner's at work. He can pop in occasionally, and Bruin can't get the game. That's why, Code. Gunner's at work. He's watching while he's working, so he's popping in occasionally, and Bruin, which is unbelievable, man, in today's day and age, this poor guy can't get the game. Can't get the game because these games are on apps. Oh, you got to have this. You got to have that. You got to have this. Today's day and age, they got to make it so difficult for diehard fans to watch their games. They got to make it so difficult. So Bruin can't watch the game. I'm still doing the game anyway. So it's 2-1, end of the second period. 24 shots for Boston, 19 for Buffalo. This should be an excellent third period coming up. I'm going to switch over to the Yankees for a little bit. Yeah, Steve, but that won't be first round. Tampa Bay, Buffalo will probably be a second round, maybe even Eastern Conference Finals. We got to see how it all sets up. Everybody wants Tampa, Buffalo. The next time they play each other is on April 6th. That should be for first place. That is a Monday. I should be able to do that game. I never promise anymore because I never know what's going to happen, but I really love to do that game. 2 rarities for the price of 1. You're not kidding, Cullen. You are not kidding. Very rare. Very rare. I'm easily keeping up with the chat. Easily. And I'm going for Boston. What a rare night. I imagine basketball has short-term ankle injuries. Yeah, I think they're more protected, though. I'm going to look that up. We've been talking about this a lot. Let me look it up. I'm putting more long-term ankle injuries. Wait, hold on. Bear with me, guys. I'm still a 2-finger typer. Boom. Let's see what we got. In terms of, I'm reading it as it's being shown. In terms of long-term ankle injuries, NBA players are more likely to experience and have experienced higher ankle sprains, which are most common injury in the league. Ankle sprains account for a significant percentage of injuries, where NHL players don't normally get ankle sprains or long-term ankle injuries. They usually are more prone to upper body injuries from the strength of the puck, hitting them in areas of the face, cheekbones, where the NBA players don't have upper body injuries as much as the NHL. So the NHL gets more upper body injuries, and the NBA gets more ankle injuries, leg injuries. Interesting. However, it is known both leagues face challenges with injuries in these areas due to the physical demands of their games. Overall, the NBA has a higher rate of ankle injuries compared to any other sport. Both leagues do have their challenges. The NHL, by far, upper body injuries rule over every other sport. So, there you go. There you go. Take that as you will. I have skated with honey skates and still not able to keep my ankles straight. I don't even know what honey skates are. What is that, Angus? What is honey skates? That's new. That's new to me. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know enough to BS my way through that one. I don't know what that is. Look up feet after a hockey game, but yes, basketball of the footwear for short term. Yeah, that's why they said ankle sprains. I agree there, Texas. Ankle sprains would be more common. And the way the description was, because ankle sprains aren't long, right? You're not out long term with ankle sprains. Us armchair quarterbacks sitting here saying, an ankle sprain, you should come right back. Man, I'd be out for like 2 months. 10,000 people go to the hospital injuring their feet wearing flip-flops. Wow, Angus, that's a good stat. I didn't even know that. Going for rebounds and playing defense seems to make it easy for your roll of foot. Yeah, sure it is. That's how Jalen Brunson got hurt a couple of times. Guy just landing, if that's his foot, landing like right on the point of his foot, or, like the guy's making the shot, the team's starting to turn to go back, and while you're turning, your foot's rolling, and then someone lands on the side of it. Oh, way back, another Aussie dweller accounted for, way back in the basement. What's up, way back? Good to have you in here, man. I'm about to take a break, guys. Jimson B News, Sandville. I don't know anything about the SA NFL, but I guarantee you way back in Cullen, dude. They could probably help you in that. Comment on that one, Riley. I don't know that sport. 10,000 a year. Wow. I believe it. A lot of people. I won't wear flip-flops to the store. I wear them in the summertime out here around the house and stuff like that, but I can't bring myself to wear them to the store. I wrestled with a blown knee and cracked ribs, so I'm not the best with it. Goodness gracious, really? What happened to you? Cracked ribs, blown knee. Hey, you guys, no sooner do I say I'm keeping up with the chat and everybody's jumping in here. Now I got to. Right, Colin. What are these guys talking about? These antennas and me saying I was the remote control for my father. Like, I was the remote control. If you didn't, your day, like nowadays, you can watch TV whenever you want. Back when we were, Cullen, if you missed your show, you missed it. If you missed the game, you missed it. There was no replaying. There was no, hey, I'll check that out later. I'll get it on demand. There was none of that. You missed it. And that was it. You had to read about it in the newspaper. The newspaper. Yes. Best of 7. Every round is best of 7. Same with NBA, just like the NBA. It's all best of 7. Round 1, right through the championship. Best of 7. When we had 3 channels, you could watch them all. Remember Texas, remember boxing? Big boxing matches were on NBC. There was no pay-per-view. It was on NBC. We had the Rangers and the Knicks on Channel 9. The Mets were on Channel 9 in New York. The Yankees were on Channel 11. The Jets were on NBC and the Giants were on CBS. And occasionally Channel 5. Yeah, Fox. Lockport, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport in the basement. What's going on, Lockport? I need Buffalo to lose tonight. Now, you know I normally go for Buffalo teams, but not today. It's a rarity for me. I'm keeping up with the chat, and I'm going for a Boston team, only because it helps the Lightning, Lockport. Yep, I'm skipping over everybody saying hello to each other. You guys already know how I do. I really think NCAA basketball has more injuries than the NBA because college basketball don't have the pressure of the NBA. Yep. Steve, I used to be I don't know how old you are, man, but I used to be so into the Big East basketball. Again, here we are. Like Cullen said, we're old guys yelling on the porch, get off my lawn with these apps and betting and all this. The Big East basketball, when I was growing up, man, Georgetown had like Patrick Ewing, and St. John's had Chris Mullen and Walter Berry and these monsters of teams. Pearl Washington was on Syracuse, and the Syracuse, Georgetown, St. John's, Villanova, Seton Hall, Purdue. I'm forgetting a team somewhere here or there, but the Big East, like the college basketball, because players stayed for 3 or 4 years. Now, if I'm a college player today and I get to get my money in the NBA after playing like 1 year, I'm getting my money. I understand all of that, but the rivalries aren't what they were, is my main point. The rivalries are not what they were. I was huge into college basketball in the 80s. Huge. So, and you had the great coaches, Lou Carnesecca for St. John's, John Thompson for Georgetown, Jim Boeheim for Syracuse, who I believe was still there up until a couple of years ago. Like, he was there forever. So there you are with that. Bruin. Good, Cullen. Thank you. Remember the old phrase, Cullen? The only dumb question is the one you don't ask. Well, I had to ask because I don't know what honey skates are. I can't even fake my way through that one, so I had to ask what they are. I don't know what they are. All right, Wayback is in on that. Angus, you got some explaining to do because none of us know what you're talking about. Oh, you don't? Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Riley's a big fan of it. That's how much I know about it. Riley's a huge fan. I think Bond was the one that knew about it. I think Bond was. Riley, where'd you go? Everybody, and Angus, where's our answer? Angus and Riley disappeared at the You had no TV. Oh, yes. Remember that? You had no TV after 2 a.m. That's right. And you had the TV Guide. Remember the TV Guide? It was like a popular magazine. The little TV Guide was about that big. And they had who's going to be on the cover of TV Guide this week, right? Now it's who's going to be on the cover of a video game. Back then it was who's going to be on the cover of a TV Guide. Remember that? What sport has the worst playoffs? I think baseball, to be honest with you. Because honestly, I watch the Mets and the Yankees in baseball playoffs. I don't watch other teams. That's for me personally. For me personally, basketball, hockey, football, I'll watch almost every matchup that I'll watch the most interesting matchups. If my team's not in it, I'll watch the most interesting matchups I can find. If the Yankees or Mets get eliminated, I don't watch any more baseball. I don't watch any more baseball playoffs. If the Yankees and Mets are eliminated, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. So I would say to baseball. That's for me personally, Code. I remember when TV ended at night and the test pattern came up with terrible music, right? ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS, yes. Can't forget about PBS and UHF. Do you remember? Wow, anybody in here that knows about UHF, we are really showing our age on that. So, yes. Hey, Aussies, what do you guys think about the NFL kicking off the season down under with the Super Bowl? Yeah, Seahawks are playing the Rams. Aren't they playing the Rams in Australia? You guys got to go to that. You should go as a basement group. I know Tony and Wayback go to a lot of games together. I think Dave goes with them occasionally. I know they go to a lot of games together. Jim Valvano and oh man, Jim Valvano story. Good shout out on that one. But they were not part of the Big East. I don't know. I have to look that. They were not part of the Big East. I can tell you that. I want to know who they were a part of. And then I'm going to take a quick break, guys. You guys would think I'm writing like a novel. I'm not. The ACC. They're part of the ACC. Atlantic Coast Conference. Thank you, Angus. You were really confusing all of us. I'm like, man, I was ready to learn something, Angus. I was ready to learn something in the basement with that honey skates thing. I was ready to learn something because I was totally blown away by that. Yep. I thought of that. I answered. Oh, I didn't know you did. I probably went right past it, Angus. Sorry, I probably went right past it. Jets never had bad playoffs that they don't get. Not recently, but I will give you this stat, and then I'm going to take a break. Texas, did you know that the Jets in the last 30 years have made more conference championship games than the Bills and the Dolphins combined? Wow. Than the Bills and Dolphins combined, the Jets have made more conference championship games in the last 30 years. Wow, that's pretty interesting. And that's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. And I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Now, as an example, half of the time that you guys were waiting is because I went over to Netflix and tried to see what the Yankee game was doing while we're in between periods. For most of the time that I've been gone, it's been buffering, trying to get back on. First of all, it kicked me out. It kicked me out because all I did was flick over to another segment, two different services. And I went back to the Netflix thing. It kicked me out and said I had to resume play, hit resume play, and it was buffering. Then it started to show the game, then it started buffering again. Then it went to an ad. Then it came back to the game, buffered some more. And just now, it's starting again. And it's 0-0, and I'm going right back to the Buffalo game. I just want, you know what? And that's my point right there. Just keep it on the regular channels. And, man, you guys have been typing a lot. Steve, I don't watch basketball at college either, but the team's records is unbelievable. Like, you can have many teams have less than 5 losses all season. Like, how? That's the way I feel about college football. I'm not a college football fan. Now, I am a huge Knicks and NBA fan. Like every other sport, every game has changed over the course of time. I get that. It's still 0-0, by the way, guys. College football, to me, talk about numbers that are bloated. I want to know what they do against other teams that are equal to their level. Because when you're playing like whatever, I'm just throwing teams out there. If you're Alabama, which has been roughly the greatest team, right, the last 15 years or so. I know not recently, but pretty recently, they've been like the past 20 years. Alabama's been the team, have they not? Outside of the last couple of years. But when Alabama plays like Alaska University on the Western Hemisphere side, 75-0 at the end of the first quarter. These guys' numbers are bloated. I can't get into college football. I just can't. I'll watch the big bowl games, and I want to watch it for the game. I don't care about the numbers. And Alabama being that great, they never put out good quarterbacks. How can you be that great of a college team year after year after year after year after year, when, especially under Nick Saban, right, the greatest college coach of all time, right? But how come there's never any quarterbacks that come out of from there? Before Hurts, the last Alabama quarterback to win a playoff game before Hurts was Richard Todd for the Jets in 1982 when he beat the Raiders. That was the last time. How is that possible that you have all these great teams and none of them can translate the game to the NFL? It's weird. I was never a college football fan. I'm not a draft guy either. I don't get into the draft at all. You can't tell me who won the draft until at least, especially quarterbacks, at least 3-4 years down the road. Then you can tell me. Yes, we have the ones that come out the gate and they're just strong. Like, look at C.J. Stroud. He came out. He was great out the gate, and now he's been struggling. Does that mean he's going to be terrible? No. Bryce Young, everybody called him a bum. Sam Darnold. Look at Sam Darnold. How many guys would have quit? Sam Darnold was laughed at. Geno Smith was laughed at. Geno Smith became really good on the Seattle Seahawks. Look, how many guys of you, Geno Smith or Sam Darnold, would have quit? I mean, you just forget about the Jets and then the Panthers and then the 49ers. Then you go to the Vikings and you win 14 games, and the team's like, hey, thanks for your service. Thanks for the 14 wins, Sam. Why don't you go to Seattle and see what you can do there? Bryce Young, they all love him now. They all called him a bust. The can't miss guys. How do you know that you can't miss until they play the game? Running backs too, man. Everybody, Giant fans remember Ron Dane. He was going to be the next great running back for the Giants, like the greatest running back in the league. How about Ricky Williams? With Mike Ditka trading away his entire draft pretty much. Because Ricky Williams is going to be the next Walter Payton. How can you say he's going to be the next Walter Payton when he hasn't played the game yet? It's the only sport that's really weird to me in that area. It's really weird to me. Let's get back to the Buffalo game. I should say Boston game because I'm going for Boston this rare time. 2-1 Boston. We are still pretty much in the same spot. Boston, I guess we missed the power play because I was trying to really get Netflix back on, and it took forever. So I missed the first couple minutes of the third period. Buffalo coming down. Buffalo scores, man. Wow, 2-2. What a shot. And it wasn't far away. He came in and faked out. Short-handed goal on Boston's power play. The Sabres put it up and get a goal in to tie it at 2. And there's a huge fight. I say huge fight. Huge. Looks like there's going to be a fight. So there you go, Steve. I'll get off my pedestal about that, but that's how I feel about college football, and can't miss in the draft. Can't miss guys. Yes, there's some that come out and were great right off the bat, but unfortunately, the rest of the players get measured up to these players, and then you're naming players coming out of college as being the next, like, that was a dirty shot by, hold on. So they give up the goal. We got a dirty shot by, beautiful shot. Dirty hit in the back after the goal. So now Buffalo looks like it's going to get a 2-minute power play. They score a shorthanded goal, and now they're going to get a power play. So it's 2-2 right now. How dumb. He already scored, and you're going to cross-check him in the back? So they get a shorthanded goal, and now you're giving them a power play. Good job, Boston. PBS had college sport. Yeah, PBS did. PBS, man. Wow, that is going back. That's going back, man. When I was growing up, yeah, Nebraska and Oklahoma were like the college teams. Nebraska and Oklahoma were like the big college teams back then. I think Tom Osborne was one of the coaches in Barry Switzer, right? UHF. See, Angus, I knew you would know it. UHF, if I know it, you better know it. Texas probably knows it too. I remember PBS had a lot of oh my gosh, Buffalo scored again. I saw that coming. 3-2 Buffalo, man. 2 goals in a matter of 20 seconds tops. Just like that, 3-2. I said it before he even scored. Just as he was scoring, I said, that net was wide open, man. Pass back, goal. So, to review, Boston on their own power play gives up a shorthanded goal, cross-check in the back, gives Buffalo a power play. They score again. 2 goals in a matter of 20 seconds. Wow. Zucker put that right in. Boy, talk about a momentum swing. You know what, Angus, growing up, you probably remember this too. You actually, I think you're about, I'm in my 50s. I think you're about at least 7 or 8 years older than me. Masterpiece Theater. My mother used to watch Masterpiece Theater. Do you remember that? Oh my gosh. She would watch that on PBS. And Monty Python stuff. I think that was on PBS also. 13:45 left in the third. Humongous momentum swing by Buffalo, man. Thanks to Boston. Humongous. Man, the one time I go for Boston, come on. MCG is 10,000 miles from me, but I'd seriously consider making the trip for it. You got to make it, like you said, a basement crew, Cullen, and take pictures, man. It would be worth going to. Definitely be worth going to. It is. It's like September. I think it's a Wednesday night too, which would be like a day game for them. It would be a day game. Dolphins haven't won one playoff game this entire century. Yep. Not one. The Jets have won more. And I think the Jets, outside of during the Tom Brady era, I think the Jets were the only other ones to win during the Tom Brady era. I think the Jets were the only one to win the AFC East division in 2002. I think every other time it was the Patriots, right? It was the Patriots every other time during Tom Brady's era. The Jets were the ones who only won it in 2002 with Chad Pennington. With Chad Pennington, how many quarterbacks do you think the Jets can have here, man? Pennington was good, man. It was good. So when the Jets finally do draft the right quarterback, what happens? He gets injured, of course. But yeah, Miami hasn't even won a playoff game this century, but the Jets get mocked more. I think we did that poll in here before. Every stream, I usually laugh so hard I cry. Every stream, what, in here? We try to be, we're just a bunch of clowns in here. We talk about fans. You know, we're fans, man. Like I said, we all know everything until we found out that we don't. PBS had a lot of stuff. You won't be in the country way back. Where will you be? Ah, you want to see something mean? Mean, you're talking about these guys? These guys? Yep. That's when I became a fan. When these guys, these monsters, Klecko, Lyons, Abdul Salam, and Mark Gastineau. Yeah, man. That was what, and they're always in the top 10 all-time front four. You just don't hear about them more often because they never won. Where did I leave off? Yes, that's where I was. Yes, mean 100%. That's why they do it, Colin. They're going to make it prime time in the U.S. Again, back to the money thing. Ratings. They're not going to put that on the afternoon here. Ratings, Colin. Ratings, money. We all lands into that. We're going to bring the sport to you guys, but it's going to be during your work hours. But we'll get to see it over here. Right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. The New York Jets sack exchange was ridiculous. And I'm not saying this and being biased. The sack exchange, along with Lawrence Taylor, were a big reason why they started making sacks a statistic. The front four of the Jets had 66.5 sacks combined in 1981. 1982, sacks became a statistic. Joe Klecko was a wrecking machine. Mark Gastineau was one of the best guys off the ends at that time. He was like one of the original divas. So yeah, it was a mean Kelly Green. That's right. That's and I've been a Jet fan since then. The Giants didn't have a ring then. The Patriots didn't have a ring then. The only team that had a ring amongst those teams back then was the Jets. And guess what? To this day, they still have that same ring. Yeah, that Kelly Green was awesome, man. They were great. Watch videos on the New York Sack Exchange. I'll drop one in the Discord. It's a great video, man. These guys and Buffalo coming up again. Almost scored again. 11 minutes left and 11:50 left in the game. 3-2 Buffalo, guys. Boston is on their heels right now. Why not, Angus? Why not? Then they can make it a paid channel. Then you have to get the paid Hallmark. What do they show on the Hallmark channel anyway? Like Highway to Heaven? Remember that show? Highway to Heaven and maybe Little House on the Prairie? The Waltons? What do they show on Hallmark channel? Go to a hockey – way back, you've been to hockey games, right? Didn't you say you went to a Vancouver game? Was it the Vancouver Canucks you went to see? I think I remember this way back. Let's see. Hallmark would stream. What? Yes, they would, Texas. That was a good one, Texas. That was a good one. Yep, Vancouver. That's what I remember, too. Anyway, I reckon a basement get-together for Aussies at NFL game. It's an awesome idea. Get with Wayback, get with Bond, Tony. Yeah, man. Even try to grab somebody. Code. Code might even be game for that. Code's like all into the NFL. The rain is absolutely hammering down here. Wow. See Tony calling. He'll be able to get tickets, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm telling you, Tony and Wayback post themselves at these games all the time. I mean, footy games, footy matches, sorry. Buffalo looking for more. Shot missed on net. 11:15 left. Your daughter lives 4 hours east of Vancouver. That's not bad. You know, didn't you go to a Canucks game though way back? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought you did. Not this time. I'll tell you guys if that's what was going on. Not this time, Texas. I really was trying to get the game back on. I'm too old to be lining it up with the end of a period, man. I'll have to cut it short if I have to do that. Probably easier to sort out the details on Discord. Definitely would be. To get to the NFL game. That would be awesome to see you guys there. Sit around the 45 or 50-yard line. That way you'll be able to see everything. And you're getting two great teams going over there, too. Seattle and the Rams. There'll be a lot of scoring in that game. It's not like you're getting the Jets and the Browns. Like, they're sending two top teams over there, man. Yep. 7-0 Yankees in the fifth inning. What? It was just 0-0 when I turned to it. Really? They scored 7 runs after I turned away from it? I'm about to end this in a few minutes, guys. I'm trying to stay on for let's see here. One second, I got to check something here. One second, guys. Dang it. 1 second. I don't know why. I have no reception down here. I got like one bar down here. It's like Joe Burrow college hype. He considered the best quarterback ever in college. He struggles to stay healthy. Amen. He really struggles to stay healthy. He sure does. Osborne and Switzer. Oh, almost a goal there for Boston. 9:30 left in the game. Okay. Osborne and I was right on that. I thought it was Osborne. Nebraska and Oklahoma were the teams. Absolutely, were the teams. $9:15 left in it because they failed to build an O-line. Yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl with the worst offensive line in the game, the Bengals that year, and they still made the Super Bowl. I'm back. Some old classmates of mine came into bowling alley. I've been catching up with them. That's all right, Gunner. I'm going to end this in a little bit. I got some things to do. 8:55 left in the game. NFL game is in Australia, 10:30 a.m. Wow, 10:30 in the morning. Judge 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Oh, the haters will be all over that, Lockport. The haters will be all over that. Thank you, Texas. That's awesome. I'll check it out. Another shot. Missed. Hopefully they pull 90,000 plus at the G. They probably will. They probably will. I'm more or less semi-retired, so I can take the time easily off. That's great, man. You guys should definitely go. Buffalo, go back home. Boston, no playoffs for you, hopefully. Oh, Bruins. Steve's starting it up again. Starting it up. There you go, Gunnar. I'm caught up. It's commercial. I'm caught up.
Think about it. No! Was that school?
Very cool. Right this way. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here.
Hey, Juice, what are your financial goals? No goals. Not even for retirement? No goals. Good talk.
Be right back, guys. 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. And no text. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. 8:24 left in the game, but I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I got a couple things I gotta do. So I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll be back on maybe at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the Mets, maybe at 1 o'clock. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Buffalo bringing it back up, though. Hold on. Oh, saved by College Bar. Oh, yep, he saved it. Speaking of Minnesota Wild, my heart goes with them. And yeah, oh my gosh. Amen. That's right, Steve. That was brought up yesterday. Yep. Amen. Amen to that. We had a kid in here, James or Jared, something. You mentioned that yesterday. Yeah, 100%. Bruin says, keep dreaming, Steve. There it is. Oh, you guys get to talk about this again tomorrow. I love it. 4 strikeout. Oh, Lockport. They're going to be all over him. Lockport, all over him. I'm an Aaron Judge fan. I don't understand the hate, but they'll be all over him. Every move he makes is going to be analyzed. The dude. The Big Lebowski, the dude. Welcome in, man. I don't think there's any Senators fans in here. Another shot on Boston. Nope. What happened, Steve? Yeah, that was bad, man. It was really bad on that level. It was really bad. Oh, stolen by Buffalo. Oh, Geeky on the defense for Boston broke that up, man. He was right there. Another bad turnover. Buffalo's got the puck back. Boy, this is a rarity. I'm going for Boston, and they're not helping me out here at all. Yeah, it's terrible. Really terrible. Luke Shen to score tonight. How were you able to pick him then? He doesn't even play anymore. Yep, catch you all next time, guys. Really, and I appreciate everybody being in here. Man, Bruin, I'm sorry I didn't get to watch the game, man. It really is terrible. You're a diehard Bruins fan, man. It really sucks that you didn't get to watch the game, man. All these apps and everything we've been over. Look for me tomorrow, 1 o'clock again, maybe. I'll let you guys know in the Discord, maybe for the Mets, only because of the time. Only because of the time. So we'll check it out, guys. We'll see what happens. Lockport, keep joining us, man. Keep coming back, man. Good to see you guys, man. And Gunnar had to work. So I did this game for you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much, man. You guys have been with me a long time. I saw Buffalo and Boston were playing in a meaningful game in March, meaning that the surprise was Buffalo, that they are on an absolute tear right now. Absolute tear. So I was happy to do this game for you guys, and I will be back on at some point, probably tomorrow. I think I can do the 1 o'clock. Anyway, we'll find out tomorrow, guys. Appreciate everything. Got some stuff to do, guys, and I will see you all later. Boston scored and tied it up, of course. Boston scored and tied it up with 6 minutes left in the game, 3-3, guys. It got to go. We'll see.